Morning, middle schoolers, and welcome to Community Circle. This month's design principle course is Primacy of Self-Discovery. We are coming to the end of a very unique year that has challenged us and forced us to really discover our grit and our compassion. And so I thought today would be a good time to take a minute and talk about endings and beginnings and how it's a good place to reflect on what you've discovered and think about how you're going to carry that forward with you. What lessons have you learned that you're going to take with you into whatever comes next? So with that, I have some news to share with all of you. This is my last year at Palouse Prairie. I've been here since the beginning, all 11 years of its little charter school life. I've had the pleasure and privilege of teaching many of you, either as third graders, some second graders, sixth graders, and in many different capacities. I've gotten to know you and work with you, and it has been a great honor. So I am leaving Palouse Prairie, and I'm also leaving Moscow and moving to Boise to work at another EL charter school, which I'm really excited about. And so in one way, this is an ending for me. I don't think it's an ending for us, though. I would like to stay connected with any and all of you that would like to continue to maybe be pen pals or Instagram friends, or maybe just one day our paths cross, or one day we get to celebrate something together, which I look forward to. So while it's an ending in one capacity and a beginning in another, the continued connection is always there. So always feel free to reach out, and anything you need, I'm always here for you, regardless of where I live or what school I work at. If you were my student as a third grader, we had a tradition that I would read a certain book on the last day of school, or second to last day of school, sometime in the last week. And if you weren't my student, I'm going to share this book with you for the first time. If you were my student, I'm going to share it with you for the last time. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, here we go.
Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. You may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find. for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go through the hack and cracks howl, onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way.
So with that, in some capacity, we're all ending one thing and beginning another. But as long as, you have a connection with people and do that journey with, things never really end or begin. They just continue. So I invite you to reflect on what you've discovered about yourself, and what lessons you're going to take with you. What are you going to celebrate about your ending and what we have gone through together, and what are you going to get excited about moving into a new beginning? Okay, a few news and announcements. One, the last day of school, you may have heard this, we are having an Inside Out parade. So basically all the teachers and staff at Palouse Prairie will be in our parking lot. Some of us are dressing up and decorating our cars and playing music and being silly, and we invite friends and families and students and stakeholders to go through the parking lot, through the pickup lane. As you parade around us, we'll be waving and dancing and saying hi and bye and all of that. So that's happening at 2:30 to 3:15 on the last day of school. Please put it on your parents' calendar. We would love to see you before this school year officially ends. The second thing is Today's community circle is our last recorded community circle. So for our very last one next Wednesday, it's going to be an all middle school live Zoom meeting. And we're gonna kind of go a little bit old school like we used to do in this Coolies room, where we'll have a greeting and a sharing, an activity, and spotlights and birthdays. So mark that on your calendar. I will share the link in Crew, and I hope to see you all there for one last community circle all together. Okay, if you need anything, you have my email. Let's stay connected and let's stay Crew. Bye, middle school.